Today, National Grid has introduced an extension of its carbon reduction target. We've upped it from 60% reduction by 2050 to 80%. We're already 35% reduced on our 1990 level, but we don't think that 60% is challenging enough. And today we've announced that we're going to increase that to an 80% reduction by 2050. But we're not just setting a target, actually. I mean, a target is, it's quite easy to set a target and talk about it, particularly when a target is as far away as 2050. Because an awful lot of the things that we're doing today that impact that, people aren't going to see the benefit from immediately. So we are introducing carbon budgets into every decision-making process that we have in our business. And what does that actually mean? That actually means that we're going to price carbon. We're going to have a shadow price inside. So when we take investment decisions and when we think about how we take our operational decisions, the cost of carbon will be part of that decision-making process. I'm hugely optimistic that that's going to change not just the engineering behaviours of our business actually, but it's going to allow employees to take part in thinking about the innovative ways that we can reduce our carbon footprint. We are putting carbon budgets at the heart of our operational decision making. That means that carbon emissions therefore become one of our key performance indicators. Just like reliability, just like efficiency, just like safety, which is probably the best example. Today already in National Grid, when we reward our people, from the senior executives downwards, we don't just reward people for financial performance, we do it for other metrics, those important metrics that drive the business. And carbon's going to be one of those going forward. So it will fit absolutely in the centre of everything that we do and will drive the way we view our performance as a business and therefore our rewards. Since we've reduced our carbon emissions by 35% from 1990 levels, this has not influenced our cost base at all. On the contrary, actually, we've become more efficient. The section of the bill that National Grid's fundamentally responsible for as a transmission and distribution company is very small. It's 15% or so of the total bill. But the changes that we're going to make through this, the first raft of changes I expect to come from efficiencies actually. As a business ourselves, one of the first things we want to do is to reduce our energy consumption. It's the easiest way of reducing your carbon footprint. That's going to make us more efficient. As I look out to the things that we'll be doing in the back end of the time frame, changing out equipment and investing, we'll just be replacing equipment that's aging with better equipment with a lower impact. So I do not believe that this will impact consumers over the longer run. National Grid does not set targets and then not find itself in a position to be able to measure where it actually is against those targets and have people come in from the outside and verify those measurements. We've always done that in this particular area of carbon emissions as well. But what we're going to do during the course of 2008 is using the methodology of the World Resources Institute is baseline where our carbon emissions are across all our businesses today. So we know exactly where we are in 2008 and then we will measure that year on year as we reduce our footprint as we go forward to 2050. This is going to change very much the core operational decisions and investment decisions in our business. The future is going to be quite different.